So Monday morning starts this signal. Starts around 8-ish every morning and runs about an hour. And it's the same signal that I've detected for a couple years now. Matter of fact, the first time I discovered this signal, I put it out on SUT report.
This is an image of the pulses of the radio frequency or the RF attack that were being emitted ostensibly by that airplane.
Matter of fact, it was the last time I was on SUT report where we talked about the signal. And that particular time was an aircraft. And I have recorded and captured this signal several times from different aircraft. But now I can find it or capture it without a detectable aircraft around. So what is that? I don't know. I really don't know. But that'll be my next video showing you this signal that's out and about, and who knows what it is. I have some theories. Right, we got lots of new transmitters in our neighborhood, unaccounted for, unidentified transmitters. Could it be the data dump? Could it be the data dumping that's going on now from these new transmitters? These residential, unregistered, unknown, unnamed telecommunication devices? And typically when this sound, this frequency is detected, I usually have some type of symptomology. Headache, increased ringing in the ears, maybe a little bit of skin irritation, vibrating. A lot of different symptomologies arise. Here's the sound I keep capturing. Right there. So that last recording was, I was just barely standing out my door, just barely had my hand outside my back door. So this is going to be a little bit more noisier because you'll be able to hear my neighbor's router, and I'll show you some example sounds of standard sounds that we can capture with these meters that interpret that sound. And that's why it's important to learn these sounds so you know what type of device it is. So I'm still trying to capture the digital RF. I have not, as of yet, captured any digital RF in my ambient environment anywhere or near people. Here's that sound. The constant tapping is the Wi-Fi router. His house is about 20-25 feet away from where I'm standing right now. So I labeled this video Operation Complete. It's been lasting about an hour every day since Monday to Tuesday with the same cycles. That's the typical background sound in my house on average. When, of course, we're not being assaulted from an outside source. Okay, I'm just going to run you real quick through some other videos that I've captured the same thing, and you'll be able to see the waveform so you see that these are cycles, intervals. This is inside my house, in my bedroom. This is obviously prior to my Faraday cage days, before I built one in my room. They put some a little extra in this one. A little pre-priming right before the major wave and a little post-priming right after that wave. That's what I call it. So this is the Safe Living YouTube page, and they have all the what you would call the regulated industry standards for how these sounds are interpreted by these devices. That would be the audio output in your little speaker that you would have in these meters. Now, not all meters are the same, and not all meters can give you the audio of what these industry standards are. But that's why this Safe and Sound Pro 2 is really good, because it does a really good job on allowing you to be able to detect and hear the type of device that you're usually looking for. So like, for instance, before a couple years ago, folks were having issues at home, and they understood that I was able to help other people by eliminating a lot of these frequencies and being able to detect and hunt them down and find all the different little Trojan horses you have in your house that most people are clueless that are modulating in your house 24/7 and typically unnecessary. Like, you're not even using it. You don't use it at all, and it's just constantly modulating in your home. So this is a good place to go and learn these sounds, so you know what you're looking for and what you're finding. If you hear it, like for instance, we'll go to this first one. This is just a keyboard. I actually found a keyboard in somebody's closet one time. It was a battery-powered wireless keyboard. So it was putting off a couple of sounds by itself because it was wireless and Bluetooth. But this is your typical Bluetooth keyboard right here. This is your computer, Bluetooth computer. So earlier I was outside standing. You heard that constant tapping sound. That was my neighbor's router. So what the sound is, I have no clue. I haven't been able to identify this sound because I do realize that this meter I have tells me nothing about the actual bandwidth or the frequencies or whatever. Now I can assume, if I hear certain sounds that are standards, well, I know it's 2.4 gigahertz, right? I know it's in the Bluetooth range because I know what certain Bluetooth devices sound like. And I'll also tell you that this BLE that everybody is hemming and hawing about, is it there? Yeah, 100%. Is it there? Is it true BLE? Couldn't tell you. I have no way to truly identify. I mean, there's several people who have done some harmonics and detected it, but these meters aren't picking up any BLE sound, standard sounds that are associated with any BLE or Bluetooth devices that I've ever detected before. Never. And the changes in the Mac, I have no clue what that means because that doesn't go with standards either. It doesn't change. It's constant. I don't know what the sound is. I wish I knew. If there's anybody out there who has training in this, and I've been looking at this for, I don't know, somewhere between 5 and 10 years. I've been looking at RF and EF for a long time. Again, I don't know what any of this means, and hopefully there's somebody out there that does. And if you come across this video, my email's at the end. You guys take care, be safe, look up, cry out. We need them. We need them bad.